There are moments, aren't there, when the soul's vibrant song seems to fade into a quiet hum. Days when the spiritual landscape within feels like a hushed ancient valley, shrouded in a mist of uncertainty. We stand at its edge, perhaps, listening for an echo, a familiar melody, but hear only the whisper of our own searching heart. Yet even within these profound quietudes, or more poignantly, within the very heart of our deepest shadows, there awaits a potent utterance that transforms the silence itself, the prayer of praise. Across the canvas of time, a figure emerges, King David, whose heart was a living psalm. While his soul knew the depths of lament and the ache of repentance, it was equally a vibrant wellspring of praise. But David's praise was rarely born from ease or comfort alone. His most resonant anthems were often forged in the crucible of affliction, rising like incense from the altar of his deepest trials. He praised God not just in triumph, but amidst the relentless pursuit of Saul, with enemies surrounding him, and when his own house was in disarray. He found reasons for awe, even when fear was his constant companion. David's praise was a deep, intuitive response to the sheer grandeur of existence, a profound acknowledgement of the divine artistry woven into creation. He looked at the heavens and declared, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands." But he also looked at his own threatened life and cried out, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to him." This was not blind optimism, but a profound act of faith, a deliberate choice to remember God's character when circumstances screamed otherwise. What truly defines David's prayer journey is how praise became a steadfast pillar of his faith. Not just an overflow of good times, but a defiant act of the spirit in the face of despair. He understood that actively lifting his heart in praise, even when burdens weighed heavily, forged a deeper connection that transcended fleeting emotions. His psalms invite us into this sacred dance. "I will give thanks to the Lord with all my heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds." This wasn't a superficial gratitude, but a deliberate act of memory, a recounting of divine interventions and steadfast love, reinforcing his own spirit despite uncertainty and suffering. This is the quiet power, the enduring choice to lean into praise, not as a denial of reality, but as a profound affirmation of a greater reality. So when our own spirits fall quiet, when the familiar hymns lose their melody, especially when the valleys are long and the shadows deep, perhaps we are invited into David's vibrant tradition of praise, to actively seek out reasons for gratitude, to name blessings, however small, to lift our voices in adoration, simply for the wonder of creation or the assurance of enduring love, even then. This act of intentional praise isn't about ignoring our struggles. It's about acknowledging a truth larger than ourselves, cultivating an inner light that no shadow can extinguish. David teaches us that praise is not just what we offer after deliverance, but often the very key to deliverance, the melody that draws us closer to the heart of God, filling our quiet spaces with a resonant, hopeful song. The journey of faith is a symphony of diverse notes, the poignant lament, the humble repentance, and the soaring hymn of praise, especially praise offered in the face of suffering. Through every season, David's legacy whispers that a quiet power resides in bringing our whole, searching heart to the divine. His journey teaches us that prayer is not always finding an immediate answer, but finding God in the seeking and the honest cry, and profoundly in the persistent lifting of our hearts in praise, even when it seems impossible. In that intimate exchange, we discover that God's presence is not always a roaring fire, but often a gentle, unfading light, illuminating our spirit with an eternal melody, even through the darkest night. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share.